We're going back to basics because food is expensive, but I'll be damned if I'm going to feed my children a bowl of cereal for dinner tonight. By and large, there's nothing wrong with eating a bowl of cereal for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, and the Lord knows that my children have walked around the house with handfuls of dry cereal, dropping pieces as they walked around. But after the comments that were recently made about how the American family should invest their money in cereal for dinner because food is too expensive, I started to look at cereal through a different lens, thinking about what I was actually gaining from it. I was never happy with the amount of sugars and dyes in it, and my kids don't actually stay full. It was a convenient meal at best, and what's worse is that it wasn't even good, and it was incredibly expensive most of the time. I'm a wife and mom first, and as a content creator, I don't typically like to discuss things like this because my opinion doesn't really matter. But because I make food content, I felt the need to say something, because if you were nearly as insulted as I was by these comments, I thought I can tell you that there is a better way to spend our money. Every single thing in this video was something that I had on hand. Either it was a staple in my pantry, or I used my half and half organic milk that was on sale for a video that I was shooting. The brioche I bought this weekend with the intent of making French toast at some point this week. But now that I am not spending my money on cereal, I'm actually spending it on things that I think will fill my children. My son told me tonight that his favorite meal is now French toast. And while this might not have the highest level of nutritional value, I still feel less guilt than when I used to feed him a bowl of cereal. And going through a drive-thru has never really served me very well, and the quality of food that's out there these days isn't even worth the price I've paid. So while I'll never claim to be some amazing cook, and while we will learn together and make a mess, this series was always meant to just be able to show my children how to make food and how to eat. Now they've made some adjustments to the cereal aisle and the prices have dropped, so please do not feel ashamed if that is what you can afford. But if you have a heavy heart like me, please consider leaving it on the shelf and investing in better food instead. So with that I say, go buy your brioche bread. We have meals to make.